Questions not to.
All right, hold on. So can I record your face?
Mm-mm.
Well, okay. So I'll just record like just the front
Now.
part of it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my neighbor who lives.
148
Yeah,
Parkline Boulevard,
yeah,
apartment P as in Paul.
right.
Yolanda Brown.
hmm And she's been living here for a long time. I've been living here for a long time,
7 years I've been here.
right? And we get along just great.
Hmm.
She's bought one of my refrigerators,
Never had a problem with
right?
him. Always respectful. And I was actually witnessing this altercation that day, and he absolutely did not physically touch anyone until the gentleman over here put his hands in his face, and they were still 15 feet apart, and he just slapped his hand down out of his face, and he backed up. The lady that the lease owner of the apartment, because he doesn't live there, he's not on her lease, she was standing out there screaming obscenities about he needed to get a woman, and all of this other derogatory statements. But he did not put his hands on this man or this woman. There was no physical contact other than this gentleman putting his hands in his face, and he had the right to defend himself, and all he did was smacked his hand down and told him to get his hand out of his face. She continued to scream obscenities to him, and they carried on like they normally do. They're just pretty much confrontational, and I've had problems with them. I don't know if anybody else, but I've had problems with them, and I've had to address the same gentleman, and he does not live there. He's not on her lease. It's just her boyfriend. So I will make my statement truly that Tone did not put his hands on this man at all, except for slapping his hand down when he put his hands in his face. He reached over to put his hand in his face, and you never moved. You stayed right there, and you just hit his hand down just like that. There was nothing else that after that. So that is all fabricated. It's a lie.
Did you see them ever have problems with anybody else here?
No, no, no. You get along with everybody around here.
No.
Everybody.
Have you seen them have any problems with anybody else?
Oh, no, I haven't seen them with me.
Yeah.
I've had problems with both of them because I had to tell the lady she put poop on a woman's doorstep, and I told her that this is an apartment complex. She doesn't own the grass. She doesn't have a backyard. And I told her if she did it to me because she was complaining about my puppies, and I told her if she did it to me that I would not react the same way that young lady did, and she was disrespectful for doing that, and she should have been reported to the rental office at that point. The gentleman, he creeps through my back, the back way, and when my puppies are out, he antagonizes my puppy. He calls them foul names and everything. So I had to approach him and ask him, first of all, if you live here, why are you coming through the back way? Why aren't you parking out here in front of your home? Because he's not on this lease. He parks his car way down the street, and he comes creeping through the back, which the dogs are going to bark because there's something moving. So I had to get with him, and I told him, if you have a problem, you need to come talk to me, because that's not appropriate, and it's unacceptable. So
Okay.
I've had my problems with them. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that she is the instigator. I've even told my friends, because she's come up and talked to them, and it's the same roundabout thing that she does. She wants to flirt and talk to men, and then she runs and tells him that they're doing that to her. I noticed this, and this is why I don't associate with her, because she's an instigator. She gets things started, and then actually, there was a man knocking on his window yesterday, and she was not there, and I believe that he's doing drugs, because they were on the side of this house knocking on some guy, and I had to come out and say, who's that guy? We never seen him before, knocking on the side window. So I don't know if he's involved with drugs or whatever, but if it's any consolation, I keep an eye out on him. Okay, I keep an eye out on them, her and him. I don't have a neighborly relationship with her. I don't even care to get involved, because I can tell she's messy. So that's the way I feel. But I absolutely seen what happened that day, and you did not put your hands on this man at all.
Okay.
You did not. And
Okay.
let me think. Yeah, no, that's about it. I don't know about anybody else, but I know I had a problem with them, and they're confrontational. They're I want to say ghetto, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, like they're not they're not cool to be dealing with, because she brings this upon herself. Because I had to tell my friend, she came and told him when he was spraying the car that he needed to do the whole parking lot. And she came up to my car when I was sitting in my car, not bothering her. I'm sitting in my car while they were fixing the windows. And she tells me this story about how she put poop on her neighbor's door. And because she was trying to relay to me that I guess that's what she was going to do to me, because she was complaining about my puppies.
Mm.
So I told her that, yeah, she better than me, because if you ever do that to me, you ain't got to worry about the law, because that's it. It's disrespectful, and that was a child. So that lets me know where her maturity lies. She's immature, and she flirts, and she gets a reaction, and then that gentleman, she just reverses it and make it look like people are,
Mm-hmm.
coming onto her. That's why I told him, don't even bother with her. Hi and bye is okay, but she will engage you in conversations, and I to stay out of it is to just not deal with her, because I already peeped her. I already know what she's about.
Okay. Thank you
So
very
you're
much.
very welcome, and I'm sorry. Don't do
No, it's okay, baby.